Hey, Dr. Josh Wagner here with Dr. John Unruh, who has been in practice over 30 years,
34.
34 years, incredible contribution to the field, multiple practices, and very, very successful for an entire career. So I'm impressed to have been able to contribute to him, to know him. Got to meet him at the last seminar in Chicago, and he'll be in Dallas. Looking forward to see you again. And I'd love for you to share, based on all of your years in chiropractic, even though very successful, I'm sure you've had ups and downs just like everyone. The difference you've noticed using the patient mastery mindsets, communication, material in any area of practice or life, and how that relates to chiropractors out there that think like, how is this any different? So anything you'd like to share, John?
Okay, well, I guess I'll just start with the idea that our practice is a journey. Okay, when we first get in practice, I don't know about most people, but I believe this is true that we really don't know what we're doing. Okay, we get out of school and they really haven't had much business management, anything like that. So you do what you can and you put a few things together. But then there's been mentors come into my life. Um, from the very beginning, like Jim Sigafus helped me out. Then we just transitioned. Guy Reekman, was a good mentor of mine. And then CJ Mertz and all these guys came into my life at a certain time, and they helped me develop along the way. And it was just one step after another. And what I see your program, Josh, is just the next step in that evolution, if you would. We get, all through the years, a lot of those guys, they were doing what was right for that time, that era. All right. Well, a lot of times we can get stuck in that. All right. We think, oh, well, this is the way it was done back then. Well, that's the way it's done. Well, might be a different route. Okay. What worked back then may not work now. The way we communicate today might be different than the way we communicated back then. Obviously, that's true. And so what I see your program is just the next step. And when I started listening to your videos and stuff, it just made sense. Um, I know a lot of people don't like scripts, but, I've been scripted all my life, but then made that script my own. So it didn't come across as a script, but I knew exactly what I needed to say, when to say it, and adapt. Okay. So, but what yours does is and I was already on that path when I met you to make it more patient centered. Okay, more about them, not about chiropractic, not about what we like or want, but about them and getting them what they want is basically their life back. And you talk a lot about that. It made a lot of sense. And since I've done that, since I've used your consultation, going in and the leadership statement, letting them know exactly what we're going to do on this visit, and what I've seen with that just in itself is there's no confusion, right? Obviously, the first phone call you teach sets that up, and then we go in and we're saying the same things, and there's no confusion. Everybody knows exactly what's going on, and that's a really nice thing that has come out of this. And so that's probably one of the big things is we've just cleared up a lot of confusion between the patient, the front desk, and the consultation. And then when we go into the exam, everybody knows what we're doing.
That's beautiful. And you're so right. I never think of it from that point of there's oftentimes so much confusion. And a big part of it is, okay, the chiropractor has all of this knowledge and understanding and thinks that the patient who's in pain, stressed, anxious, doesn't know what to do, thinks they have to get all of this here to them, which is impossible. You've had 4 years of chiro school, countless seminars, and career of practicing, or even if you're straight out, and thinking this person in 1, 2, or 3 visits is going to get the big idea causes chiropractors to then think they have to educate even more. And that causes confusion, let alone like care plan confusion, fees confusion. There's many different realms. So I really like that you touched on that because I don't bring that up, how confused patients get. And a confused patient is never going to say, yeah, I want to
Yeah,
invest, or yeah, I want to tell my friend about you. They're going to need time to go think about it at home. And what happens then?
true. You
Um,
don't see them.
you didn't get a chance to help them or grow your business, make more of a difference, and all of those future referrals, reactivations, gone. What else comes to mind that's just smoother, easier?
Just one more thing on that point was, and I think you touch on this, and I've heard it all my career is if they knew what I knew, they would do what I do. It's not true. It's
Yeah,
not true. There's a lot of people that know what to eat and they don't eat it. There's a lot of people that, what's that?
not to smoke.
Yeah, exactly. Those things. So it's, you hear these cliches, and they're not true, so the thing is, it's all about them. That's all they care about. What's in it for them, and so.
You can do that without compromising your chiropractic values, which is
Sure.
a lot of docs hear that and be like, oh, well, the patient just wants to get out of pain in one visit and never see you again. That's the very superficial top layer of the onion. They want a lot
Right.
more.
They
And
do.
so you're able to give them what they want through your service of chiropractic without compromising your clinical care.
Right. Yeah. So, the next thing is, I think the biggest thing, it's just made my consultation. I totally, I've been using the whole script thing, and it's mine now. I've gone over it so many times. It's just mine. And, I go in there and it is all about them. It almost comes down to the point that I think I'm saying it too much, over and over. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Is there anything I'm missing? All this stuff. How's this affecting your life? How's this affecting your, whatever it may be? It almost, because we do it all the time, it almost feels like, I'm doing it too much, but I don't think we can do it too much. I mean,
Right.
they got to, what's that?
I'm sure you're noticing the results of people saying, let's get started. Here's my credit
Yep.
card.
Yep. Exactly. We go through the whole thing, and at the end, we say, that's what I want for you. Because most of the time, they just want their life back. They want to be able to pick up their kids. They want to, whatever that may be, get active again. And, well, that's what I want for you. Let's get after it. Let's go into the exam. Let's find out. And then it just makes my report, when I review their findings, it's like, it's fast.
5 minutes or less.
Oh, yeah, boom, 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 a couple things. Then I go right into, I do core score insight, so I go over the neurological things, but it's still really quick. And then I just go right into the plan of action. And, it just comes down to, you want to prepay or you want to do payments. That's really what it comes down to.
And have you noticed a nice difference? Again, we don't connect every week, but have you noticed a nice difference without making visit numbers part of the equation, and how much easier it is that for patients to understand?
You know why I haven't had one? I don't think I've had one person ask me, well, how many visits is this going to be? I put, it's going to be a 4-month program. That includes the adjustments, therapies, whatever I do in there. And we'll start off 3 times a week or whatever it is. Well, first exam, we'll find out how you're doing. We'll drop it down if you're ready, blah, 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 and then we just try. And they never ask, well, how many is that total visits?
Right. And that blows chiropractors' minds. And what you don't have to say visit numbers if you're in network. It could be PI, it could be cash, it could be out of network. Like, everyone's going into their head right now, like, how does that work? How does that work? And here's the thing. And because, John, this is for the people viewing. If you start talking about visit numbers, immediately that's what the chiropractor is thinking they're paying. Sorry, that's what the patient is thinking they're paying for. And then what do? Is that worth it? I don't know. Maybe someone else has cheaper visits, less visits. Do I really need that number of visits? But when you leave that out, they realize what they're paying for is getting their life back. And everything changes all by just leaving out visit number, whether it's 8, 18, 28, 88, there's crazy numbers in chiropractic. So let it go, and everything gets easier, and you get paid a lot easier.
Exactly, Josh. And I was just thinking, you go to a dentist, and he says, we got to do this, 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 this. It's this much. This is the cost of it. This is what it's going to cost you to get this taken care of. You go to the mechanic, it's going to cost this to get this taken care of. He doesn't tell you how many visits to come back. He doesn't tell you, whatever. He just says this is the case fee. This is what it's going to cost to get the end result that you want. And I'm getting more into that as we go on, because I really don't even want to give them a chance to do payments. It's just this, and let's take care of it, either cash, check, credit card, or one of the care credit type of things. But because even they got to realize that this is what it's going to take to get that end result. And kind of, I've been working with this. If we're doing payments, then I get some people have to do that, but then you still have people that fall off after they get what they want. So I'm trying to figure out how to get my case fee. This is what you need, and get paid for getting them what they want. You see what I'm saying?
I am, and we'll get that figured out in Dallas.
Yes.
One last thing, you touched on when you mentioned the whole, if they knew what we knew, they'd do what we do. When we talked about eating, smoking, and in seminar, I bring up dentistry from the cleanings. Everyone agrees, they might not do it, but everyone agrees twice annual cleanings are healthy, preventative, save money in the long run, are just accepted, evidence-based. This is a good way to live life. And so few people, the numbers, actually do it, even when money is not an issue. And I was just thinking, now cater to, hey, what do you want? The same person, I'm one of them, some years, will not do the preventative cleanings, which really aren't that expensive, and you could probably find a Groupon for like less than $50, but will spend thousands of dollars on Invisalign for something they do want, which is a better smile, which makes things in their life. So they'll spend more for what they do want than less for what is evidence-based, common knowledge accepted. No difference. So when chiropractors try to prove, like, oh, the subluxation, the curve of your spine, these scans, all that, I'm not saying you don't do that for your clinical need, but if that's what you're trying to get patients to pay for rather than what they want, you're going to be fighting uphill. And that's pretty much what I see in 95% of the profession, is trying to get patients to pay for something that they actually didn't come in for. And it's tough.
Right. That's very tough. And since I've been in your program, I've realized that more. Okay. And, I'm just trying to get them what they want, and most people, when you ask them, like, is there a difference between symptomatic care, okay, getting you some symptomatic care, or getting total resolution, they know there's a difference. Now they may not want to go over here, but they know there's a difference. So that's been very helpful too, and just getting on the same page so that they know that, hey, there's a difference. Yeah, I'm going to try and get you symptomatic care or your symptoms under control as quick as possible, but it's going to take time to are you interested in that?
And when you switch it to, because I just caught you in something, you're asking them, do you want this or this? That's not the question. It's
right.
When do you expect to get this? And then when do you expect to get this? So it's not even a question, do you want it? It's purely
right.
What's going to happen. What about, I want you to tell me about the timeline. And right there in that moment, they realize it's two different things.
Yes.
It takes time. And just by asking the question, you see the light bulb goes off. And I bet most people overshoot your initial care recommendations time-wise, which then makes it so much easier when you do say, we're going to start with an initial X amount of months to get this to whatever place you wanted to get it to.
Exactly. I've seen that. And to clarify, I don't ask them which one they want. Okay. I just want to make sure that they know there's a difference. And you're right. They do overshoot. They know they've had the problem for years, and it's going to take months to do that, and then a lot of times they'll say, oh, at least a year. Okay. And then I come back with something a lot less than that. Woo! They're happy, and that type of deal. So it's all good.
Awesome. Thank you so much, John. Anything else you wanted to share, or you're good?
You know what? I'm just happy to be in your program. I'm just happy to have met you. I'm just happy to get to Dallas, and learn some more, and hanging around docs that are doing the same thing. And I'm just happy to to be able to grow and help more people. And this process that you're teaching will help me do that and help my staff do that and help our team do that, so I'm just really happy with what I've learned so far and what we're implementing and the results we're getting, because it's just getting easier to get people to follow what we want to do.
Awesome. And Dallas is going to be great. Just there's a fantastic group of doctors there already, and it's still 2 months away. It's going to be a big group, new stuff, and the difference between the first time and the second is really exponential. So you're going to absorb and take so much more with you from it.
And my whole team's going to be there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I will let you go. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. You need anything, I'm right here. And thank you for all you do.
Thank you, Josh.
Take care.